Hello, good afternoon to everyone. Today in this video, I'll tell you a short demo using AI scripting in the Roblox Studio. See, first of all, I'll show you the manual coding event or the function which I have written a very small code and a very small action. Action in the sense, if the player hits this wall or the part, you can say, the user should get destroyed or killed. Okay, the health should be 0. Very short code. And I will make another scenario using AI in this video. First of all, let me play and show you the result. Then we'll use AI for advanced coding. Okay, see, as soon as the user hits the wall, the player gets killed and the game gets restart. This is a small function. Anyway, I'm going to explain this script later, but first let me use a small AI scripting which I have used the prompt here. See here, create a server script that turns the parent part into a lava brick. For our scenario, the parent brick means that particular code which AI gives, I'll be keeping under this object or under this part. So this is the parent. Okay, I'm just asking the AI, create a server script that turns the parent part into lava brick. When a player touches it, they should take 20 damage every second they stay on it. Means now I am writing a code, and if I apply it globally, means from the server side, any player which hits this block, not only the user player but any player who hits this block, every time they hit, their health will be deducted by 20%. That is what I asked the prompt here. So likewise, you can use any prompt according to the requirement. So I'll be copying this, and in this tutorial I'm not going to ask Gemini AI or Chat GPT, OpenAI or anything, but I'll use the default assistant available within the Roblox Studio. See here, under Explorer, this assistant will be here for you. If you don't find this assistant option, you can click on here, AI assistant. So this is available here. So for the better visibility, I am placing it over here so that it would be good, right? I'll be pasting that prompt here. I'll copy this. I'll copy and I'm going to paste this. So let us check what is the code it will provide. And I said, instead of give me code, I said create a server script. So server script service, under this there will be a new script will be ready for me. Okay, see, review the changes and clicks accept to apply them to your script. Okay, I am clicking on accept here. Okay, and lava damage script is ready. So and my obstacle is this one. Okay, this is the obstacle. See here, right? For this obstacle, I am going to place the new script. Okay, this is the existing script. What I'll do is I'll just disable the script, so the script won't be working. Disabled, right? The manual script what I have written is disabled, and the new script, see here, lava damage script, the new script has been added now. So what can I do is I'll just run this game and let us check how the AI given script is working. So immediately the user is not getting killed. Yeah, see here, if you can observe, the health bar is getting reduced, right? Whenever I touch this or get in contact. Yeah, so each time when I collide with that obstacle, instead of killing on the meat, it is just decreasing the health, and this applies to any user which touches this obstacle. Let us check this code here. Where is this code? In the workspace, in the obstacle. Okay, let me just stop this, and I'll be double clicking on this, so this gets open here. See, local players game dot get service players, so this applies to all the players whoever touches this. Okay, local part script dot parent. Okay, brick color, this is for the means this is turning into the lava or transparent, right? That one. And a list of players, they have taken, AI has given touching players as a list, means if there are 10 players in the scene, whoever it touches will be added to the list. This is a variable. Okay, damage per second 20. If I give this like 10, so the playing time will be more, means the number of times the user or the player touches this, for every touch there will be 10% detection in the health. Okay, 10 is faster actually. Yeah, likewise you can just modify the script according to your wish. Damage interval, if I make it to 2, the gameplay will be different. So yeah, and there is a function is player character. Yes, means this script is, we are checking whether the colliding object is a humanoid player or not. So for that checking, is player character character dot find first child class. Maybe during the collision time, if the hand of the player touches this, then it will get the parent of the hand. The parent of the hand is ultimately the humanoid. So when it is not equal to nil, okay, yeah, so this function will return true if the colliding character is a humanoid. Okay, apply damage to the character which is written from here. Okay, local humanoid character from the humanoid. Okay, we are taking the player whichever hits that block. Okay, that will be stored in this variable, and if humanoid true and health is greater than 0, if the hitting object is humanoid, means if it is true, the true will be returned from here if something player touches the block, and if the health of the particular player is greater than 0, then this execute. Okay, damage per second, this, right? So this take damage, yeah, health greater than 0. So see here, actually if we check the console, there is a print statement which is happening actually. See, my ID was killed by lava. This is what it is getting printed at every output. You can check this in the bottom. I'll be showing you here. So when I play this, you can observe the console here, console of the output, you can say. As soon as, yeah, see here, immediately that so and so user was killed by Java, means when there are like 20 players, we need to know exactly which user was killed by lava. That's the meaning of this statement. Okay, likewise there is this coding, right? Actually I have written a coding small like local function kill other part in the sense the one who touches, means this is the code parent, right? Whoever touches this is the other part. Okay, I'll be closing this. So I'm keeping like other dot parent equal to part parent. Same, part parent dot find first child. Find first child is the predefined function available on the Roblox Studio. So this will detect and pass whether it is humanoid or not. If humanoid, when true is returned for the statement, immediately the humanoid health, the player health will get 0, and I'm closing the what is this function. And when this function should be called, this function should be called with touch. Okay, connect kill, I'm calling this function, and immediately if this script is activated, sorry, right now I disable the script, right? If this is active, on immediate touch, the user is getting killed. Okay, in this way you can take the help of AI assistant which is within the Roblox Studio and ask for the code and review the code, and before using, review the code, and for the customization purpose, according to your particular requirement, you can customize and try and check. So I hope you like this tutorial, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day.